Hi. Welcome to our tutorial on how to create your own DIY mockup with our mockup kits. I'm sure you've already downloaded a mockup kit and have the file opened in Photoshop. In the Layers panel, let's look over the layers and then pick the elements you'll need for the mockup. From the top, base layer is the product in plain white color. The background layer lets you easily change the color of the background. We'll explain guides and flat template layer later. Additional layers are useful for making selections and masking based on materials or parts. If you explore material and color group, you can see the product in different materials and colors. Pick two and drag them below the base layer. For a mockup to look convincing, you have to transform a flat image, like a logo, to match the surface of the product, and it's even better if you can replace the design without needing to transform it again and again. For that reason, smart objects are used to create mockups. Let's start. First, drag guides and flat template layer to the top. Compare flat template and guides layer and you'll notice that the pattern matches, except that in the guides layer the pattern follows the surface of the product. Notice that the template is flat, and it's converted to a smart object. We'll paste the logo into the smart object, crop it, then use the transform tools to match the guides layer. That way, we can apply the logo to the surface of the product, while inside the smart object, the image stays intact, and it can be easily switched out, without making new changes to the mockup. Double-click on the thumbnail and now you can edit the content. Place your image on the template. With Crop tool, select the area, and press Enter on your keyboard. For now, hide the layer with your image. Save file, to apply changes. Now you're left with a cropped template. Lower the opacity. And with transform tools, match template to the guides layer below. Try to match symbols and lines as closely as possible. Don't forget to change back the opacity when you're done. Drag the guide layer below the background layer, you don't need it anymore. If you need to hide any part of the template that sticks out or belongs to a different part of the product, use a mask. From the additional layers group, drag object selection mask to the top. With Magic Wand tool, select the part you want shown. And with template layer selected, apply mask to hide the rest. Unlink mask by clicking link icon in the Layers panel. Let's edit the smart object again, to reveal the logo. Unhide the logo layer and hide the template. Save file to apply changes. As you can see, you've successfully applied the image to the product. To make it look more realistic, we have to add shading. Place the copy below the base layer, so the base layer is sandwiched between smart object layers. Right-click on the base layer and select Create Clipping Mask. This will create a shaded white base for your images. To make shading visible, change the blend mode of the top flat template layer to multiply. Switch between material or color layers to see your results. Congrats, you've created a realistic mockup that will impress anyone. But you don't have to stop here, you can add your own background, change colors of the product, use layers and blend modes to create new effects, add a lens blur effect, and more. Make the mockup your own.